the world is living in an illusion. Every morning when you pick up that sleek piece of glass and metal, your smartphone, you think you know what's inside. That famous Apple logo gives you a sense of American prestige. That Intel Inside sticker makes you feel powerful. But today, by the end of this video, you will realize that these are all massive marketing illusions. Because there is a real power in this world. A power hidden behind silent, cold, and sterile rooms. A power more dominant than states, more strategic than armies. This power is not in Washington, not in Beijing, and not in Silicon Valley. It is on the island of Taiwan, in a district called Hsinchu, held in the hands of people guarding the world's most precise machines. Its name is TSMC. If this company, TSMC, decided to lock its doors and stop production tomorrow morning, do you know what would happen? Your phone wouldn't just stop working. Modern civilization would fall into a coma within seconds. You couldn't access your money in the bank because servers would crash. Your car wouldn't start because it's no longer just a machine. It's a computer on wheels. Life support units in hospitals would go silent. The world's most expensive war machines would turn into overpriced paperweights. So, how did a single company make all of humanity so dependent on its success? How did a small step taken by a 54-year-old man at a time when everyone said, "You should retire," become the only real barrier preventing a global nuclear war? Today on Top Dynamics, we are examining the greatest butterfly effect in history, the cold and high-priced story of success. Welcome to the dark side of silicon. It didn't start from a need, it started from a fracture. In the late 1970s, the tech world was a wild jungle. If you wanted to build a computer chip, it wasn't enough to be a genius designer. You also had to own massive factories worth hundreds of millions of dollars. This created a tyranny called vertical integration. Giants like Intel and Motorola designed and manufactured everything themselves. Small companies with brilliant ideas had no chance of survival in this jungle. Because designing a chip is an art, but manufacturing it is a war against the laws of physics. In the middle of this war, a man was climbing to the top of Texas Instruments. Chang. While managing the production lines, Chang realized a chilling truth. The current system was unsustainable. Chip manufacturing was becoming so complex that companies spending billions on both design and production simultaneously was a form of strategic suicide. Chang proposed a radical idea to the board. Let's lease our production capacity to our competitors. The board thought he was insane. Helping competitors? It was like a weapon merchant selling bullets to his enemies. Chang was sidelined, his vision was trashed. But he would turn this rejection into the world's greatest revenge story. By 1987, the Taiwanese government wanted to transform its economy. It had no oil, no gold. It only had a hard-working people and a desperate search for a visionary leader. They called Chang. They told him, "Build us a future." At that moment, the butterfly flapped its wings. Chang founded TSMC with a business model no one dared to try. The pure play foundry. He declared, "We will never design our own chips. We will never compete with our customers. We will only be the world's best manufacturing machine." This model triggered the first great crisis in the tech world. The era of fabless companies began. Nvidia, Qualcomm, Broadcom. Every giant you know today exists because of the door Chang opened. If TSMC hadn't taken that risk, today's AI, graphics cards, and processors might never have existed because no one could afford to build the factories for them. But this salvation came with a price: dependence. Over time, the world learned to design, but entrusted all production to TSMC. This was the greatest strategic trap in history. While TSMC was rising, the old king Intel was blinded by its own arrogance. Intel believed that its manufacturing dominance would last forever. But the butterfly effect was relentless. By focusing only on production, TSMC mastered the art of the micro. While Intel struggled with internal bureaucracy and design flaws, TSMC was perfecting the yield rate, the percentage of working chips on a wafer. This subtle detail shifted the balance of power. Soon, Apple made a historic secret decision. They abandoned Intel and moved to TSMC's superior architecture. This was the moment the crown changed heads. Success, as we say in Top Dynamics, always has a cost, and for Intel, the cost of their arrogance was losing the future to a small island. As years passed, the nanometer wars intensified. TSMC wasn't just manufacturing, they were pushing the limits of reality. Imagine a human hair. now divided into 50,000 pieces. That is the scale TSMC operates on today, 3 nanometers. At this scale, the laws of physics as we know them cease to function. Atoms don't stay still, electrons try to leap from one circuit to another. This is the quantum tunneling nightmare. TSMC's fabs are the purest places on Earth, 10,000 times cleaner than an operating room. Because a single speck of dust is as large as a skyscraper in this 3 nanometer world. If that dust falls on the production line, millions of dollars worth of silicon wafers are instantly destroyed. This is where the coldest price of success is paid. TSMC engineers live like tech monks in these sterile rooms. Isolated from the outside world, phones forbidden, they are gears in a machine that never sleeps. This isn't just a corporate success, it is a national technological fanaticism. TSMC is the only force in the world capable of efficiently using the massive EUV, extreme ultraviolet lithography, machines from the Dutch company ASML. Each machine costs over $200 million. They use light like a pen to draw the world's most complex maps onto silicon. We are talking about precision so extreme, you could see a fingerprint on the surface of the moon. Only one power speaks the language of these machines, TSMC. Now let's focus on the darkest scenario. TSMC is not just a tech giant, it is the world's ultimate life insurance. The Taiwanese call it the Silicon Shield. Why do the two superpowers, the US and China, risk a nuclear war over this small island? The answer is not democracy. The answer is the production capacity inside those dustless rooms. If China invades Taiwan today, the heart of the American economy stops beating. Apple production hits zero. The US military goes blind. But the irony is sharp. If China bombs these factories, it destroys itself too. Because China's tech industry is just as addicted to these chips. This is the ultimate cost of success. World peace is now held hostage by a piece of silicon 50,000 times thinner than a human hair. Never in history has a single company held all of humanity like this. Wars were fought for oil, empires fell for gold. But today, civilization depends on machines running at a single address. At Top Dynamics, the truth we see is this: no great success is achieved without paying the price. Chang changed the world, but in doing so, he rebuilt the entire social fabric of an island around these chips. Thousands of brilliant minds buried their lives in these sterile rooms. A nation became tied to the fate of a single corporation. As we rush forward on the shoulders of this technological giant, we are walking on very thin ice. A single earthquake, a cyber attack, or one wrong political move. One day of the lights going out means the end of the world as we know it. TSMC proved one thing. If you want to control the future, you must control the manufacturing of the impossible. But be careful, what you control may one day become your prison. Today, in the story of TSMC, you saw how a vision established a global monopoly and forced the world into submission. The small wings Chang flapped in 1987 have turned into a massive storm sustaining the global economy. We will continue to reveal the dark strategies, the untold details, and the hidden dynamics of the brands and leaders who rule the world. If you are not satisfied with just the surface and want to discover the secret forces that change the course of history, you are in the right place. To be a part of this strategic journey, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts on this power balance in the comments. Do you think a company can truly be more powerful than a state? Or where would the tech world be without TSMC? I read every single one of your comments. And of course, to not miss these deep analyses we publish every Friday, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications with your high-tech finger. Remember, nothing is as simple as it seems, and every success has a hidden cost. This is Top Dynamics. Stay in the strategy beyond reality. See you next week.